Okay, we're gonna get a little video here. My buddy's truck. I had painted this truck here about, going on about 9 or 10 years ago. We're gonna put a stereo in this bad boy. Pretty nice old pickup, old Chevy. He's got her fixed up and wanted me to put a stereo in this thing. I'm sure this isn't showing the actual color of this thing. It's a crazy blue we put on this, real nice. And I just want to catch a video real quick beforehand. We're going to put a little box I made, a little custom box, little MTX 12, and take out this damn stock. Well, he has a aftermarket radio in there. We're going to take that out, put him a CD player in. But yeah, we had done this thing a while back. The thing still looks like new. Nice old truck. And we'll get some video of this thing. Get a little video of this before the stereo and after. There you go. Alright, I got the video of this here in the shop. Just got her pulled in under the hood. Catch a little more video of this bad boy. Alright, just a little update here on the stereo situation. We're tearing the dash out of the old 82. Got some of the speakers and stuff run. I've already done the subwoofer box. Take a look at this. We're going to be putting this Pioneer CD player in it. Full of dust here, of course, but got a nice little Pioneer. Oh, it's a what is this thing here? 4000 UB. And so we got a little jump drive for him. A whole bunch of fun stuff. Let me move this out of the way. Also, got the subwoofer enclosure done here a while back, and everything else that I was going to do with this, and got it carpeted. Take a look here. What we did was we put an MTX Thunder Thin in there, 12-inch, single 2 ohm, works like a dream, along with the 601D, also MTX stuff. Just real simple to use, works real well. Also stuck him some 5x7s with the 6, I think it's the 6x8s down in the back here. Modified his brackets a little bit and did a little carpet on them. I think it fits right behind the seat. My buddy, like I said, he's real tall, so this has to slide all the way back into this cab and kind of really tuck in there. So I really had to work on this design. And I'll tell you what, this thing, I've never heard the Thunder Thin play, because most people don't, they're kind of pricey. And most people don't use those things, but this thing works like a dream. We hooked it up here, did a little hot wiring, hooked this thing up, and I'll tell you what, this thing rocks this truck. We're going to rework the dash next. This is what I'm working on right now. It's got that damn 2 knob in there, but I have to hack up the dash, obviously modify the crap out of that thing there, get it all done, and pull this tack off. I just started with the trim panel there, but again, this side of the box, oops, a little blur there for you. This thing works like a dream. It tucks in there, both sides. Can't really, I don't know if you can really see that or not. We got those guys tucked in there, wired and done. The amplifier and the subwoofer and everything's all wired. It's done. Just basically ran a bunch of wire underneath the truck, 4-gauge to it, reworked his battery box and all that goodies underneath this tonneau cover that he's got right here with all this stuff laying up. And just to do a quick little video on this. Once I get a little more done, I'll get a little more video here up in the dash real quick, like with all the junk laying all over here. Up in the dash, we're going to be putting a couple of these little guys. Let me get that here real quick. We're going to run a couple of these the dome axials, same way, the 3502s, the small little 3.5s up in the dash. So we'll have a whole set. And we'll get some video of this thing, and I'm also going to get a little turn lab reading on this when I get a chance. Well, we just finished up the build on my buddy Mike's truck. Going to take some video here and show you the done deal here that are all completed. Make a quick run through. And back down in here, we got the 5x7s down in there. 601D MTX amplifier, Thunder Thin 12, single 2 voice coil, single 2 on voice coil on that. Go back on around. I ran some 3.5 inch dome axials up in the dash up there. The little guys. Need a little something for the front fill on that thing. Got a stereo back in there, 4,000 UB, and I'll tell you, I went in there a little easier than I was expecting, which is excellent. So, same thing on this side. Modified his stock brackets, little carpet work and stuff on there. But I had to make this thing fit. It had to fit. He's a 6'4" dude, and it's got to go all the way back. And the only thing we get is just a slightest amount of interference, you know, with this flapping here when he really bangs on this thing. But he's not a real big bass head, anyways. He just wanted something to sound good. So, anyways, down in here we got the dash all done up. Come out clean as could be. Really like that radio. It's fit in there nice. Looks good. Blue truck. It's got a all blue face goodies on there. Also stuck his remote up here. Has a little Velcro action on that thing. Stuck it up on there for him. It's got a nice remote, but it's pretty good size. So, but he ain't gonna lose it. It's got a big ass tack on there anyway, so he ain't gonna lose that either. But thing came out real nice. We did a little test on this guy. I'm gonna crank this thing up here in a second and show you some flex of this thing. It's hilarious. It's a little 12, man. This thing moves. I'll crank it up here. See, get a little action here. Got my shop rocking. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's actually flexing the wall of my paint room here and rattling this this thermostat, crusty looking thermostat. I'll tell you, I'm just tickled to death with this thing. Come out bad, truck's bad, and there you go. That's the install. My good buddy, and like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. The beauty is we decided I was going to go ahead and run this thing on a term lab because you know we got to test this out. And I got to have some real numbers. Put this thing on the term lab here about 5 minutes ago. Ran it. Pulling a 134 at about 45 hertz. And I am just tickled as hell with that. 134 decibels out of a thin 12 and about a 3/4 foot box. Now the amp's maybe about a 600 watt. I run about 650 watts at voltage, and I know we haven't had 14.4 volts. We could probably got maybe 13 volts. So putting a good 400 or 500 watts in that speaker, and I'll tell you what, 134 ain't nothing to laugh at, I don't think. And there you have it. There's the build. I'll try to get some. I don't know if I have any pictures, but if I get any pictures, I'll post them up on this too. Of me, I build the box. But there you go, and it rattles his truck. He's tickled. I can't believe how nice and low that thing hits, man. That 12 really surprised the hell out of me, man. That thing really bangs on some low stuff. Shakes up my shop. It's still rattling in here. You can't beat that. Anyways, there you go. There's the video. I wanted to get it up there, and like I said, this is a good buddy of mine's truck. Known him since middle school, and he wanted me to build him something up, so we finally got it done. And real pleased with it. But I'll tell you what, that setup works real nice. A little standard cab Chevy pickup. So if anybody's out there, I tell you what, thinking about it, go for it, man. Got to take off the proper way. Oh, look out, man! Look out! Oh. That's what happens when you put stereos in around here, I guess.